Okay, welcome everyone to the party. It's time once again for Unnatural Disasters, a Monsters Week game. This will be our final episode in this tale for now, dear viewers. But we thank you for tuning in anyway, and we hope that you will see us through to the end of whatever happens today as we are trapped in movie land. Before we get into the gameplay and we meet our fantastic cast and crew, we would like to bring to your attention a few sponsors. Tabletop Loot, of course, if you need some new dice, and who doesn't, frankly, in this day and age, you can go to tabletoploot.com, use the code WTTP Dice, and get 15% off your next purchase. If you're looking for some new clothes that you can put on your flesh form, you can go to sonerdwear.com. Maddie makes some pretty cool shirts. He's got some cool other accessories that you can use in your life. So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. If you use the code WELCOME at checkout, you get 10% off your next purchase. And also, go check out Devin Rue, Mistress of Maps. If you need some cartographical content in your life and you need some maps and inspiration go to rueinc.com. That's RUE Inc.com. There is a Discord for Welcome to the Party. If you want to go check out and see what's going on over there, and go chat with some people on the internet, like you're doing now potentially, but in a different context. If you need yet another Discord server to add to your already bloated collection, you can go to the link that's in the doobly-doo down below, or it's in chat. It's either there or there, depending on whether or not my camera is mirrored, and it's probably both. So just click somewhere on your screen, you'll get to it. Anything else that you click onto I'm not liable for. With that being said, let's meet the cast once again for the first time, for the last time. Starting with Rue.
Hello, y'all. I'm Rue. I play Adya. I use the Flake playbook, and both our pronouns are she, her.
Fantastic. We move along to Alex.
Hi there, I am Alex. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Hirash, the monstrous playbook who uses she, her pronouns.
Right on.
Dragon emoji.
Dragon emoji. Dragon emoji, fire emoji.
Yeah.
Or emoji. We move on to Viditya. Viditya's muted as heck.
I muted my actual mic.
Oh no.
Boo Boo
no.
the Fool, are you?
You were so
I did
close.
it so I can get the brain emoji, handshake emoji. All right. Yeah, I'm Vidithia. I'm playing. I use he, him pronouns. I will be playing Sean, who uses the spooky playbook and is he, they pronouns. My brain's messed. All right.
We got JR in the house.
Hey, it's me. I'm JR. I'm in the house. As was mentioned, I play Ben. We both use he, him pronouns. Ben uses the expert playbook. I don't know what playbook I use because, once again, I can't see my character sheet. Like the rest of these people, I am a child who has just learned that Web Captioner will respond when you say dragon emoji, peach emoji, droplet emoji.
And last but certainly not least, it's Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kevin Middlefinger Emoji Win, and you can find me in the place. And I'm playing. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Mac the Crooked, whose pronouns are she, her.
You planned that for so long. Yeah, you had it
Just
ready.
sitting on it.
That one actually just came to me at the last second.
It's even better.
Oh my god. And freaking tastic.
Good. This is good.
Well, welcome, y'all. We play a monster hunting game on this show. We play. My name is Simon. First of all, I could just go through this whole show and not introduce myself. You just would never know. How would you know if I didn't introduce myself at the top of the show? God, it's almost like without any sign of my name below me, you wouldn't understand the sights that you're seeing in front of you. But behold, my name is Simon. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm the keeper for this game. I'm the MC. I'm the facilitator. And we play Monster of the Week. This game is about hunting monsters. Our particular crew does it in a variety of interesting and fun ways, but it means that every episode you're going to see certain kinds of content, and in each individual episode, those content warnings will change because the monsters that we're hunting are changing, and so the themes that we're going to deal with are different. But we always like to say, viewer beware, you're in for a scare. This show has violence in it. It has blood. It has some guilt. It has some medical stuff. It's got some chases. It's got difficult situations in it. But this particular episode will continue to have not so much implied gore, so much as flat out like movie horror gore. Um, it will have supernatural stalking as creatures are following people and they can just appear whenever the hell they damn please. Um, and it's a good time. We promise. We want to let you know up ahead of time so that you can be mindful of the content that you're about to take in. We think that's very important because if you know what you're about to be scared by, you can choose to either engage with it or not on your own terms. So, this episode, we continue. We bring to the conclusion, the thrilling conclusion, even of a what started as a one-off and has rapidly become a big picture three-parter series, where our players initially went to an all-night scare-a-thon on their weekend off, a little movie theater. They had to contend with some slasher monsters from various cult hits, which came to life from the screen, summoned by some foul magics. And after repelling those slashers, in the process, were pulled into the movies themselves. So now they are in these broken realities of a fictional world, trying to survive and escape and defeat these slashers before they are killed. Last episode, they managed to track down the mage that pulled them in, sort of, or at least has a bit of a key into getting them out of this hellscape, and we'll see if they can turn things around or if they will be trapped in a disaster piece for the rest of their lives. Hopefully, they will escape because, to recap the closing of last episode, there was a moment where Agent Stone, the team's point of contact, of course played by Idris Elba, as we've said, was watching as activity around the world began popping up. Supernatural threats and crises, the very crises that the Paranormal Crisis Response Initiative is designed to deal with, they're being overwhelmed by them. And they're losing places, they're losing contact with cities, things are happening, things are thinging, and it's bad. He is overwhelmed and he is calling for them to come back, but of course they can't because they're trapped in movie world. So, to set the scene, somewhere in this city, Varash, our draconic friend, is having a revenge rampage with
Yeah,
Barry Burns,
a roaring rampage of
the
revenge.
yeah, the undead burning fireman. Um, in addition to that, the rest of the team is about to get into a pretty nasty encounter with uh, Slapshot, who is a hockey player slasher with a big old hockey stick that has a blade at the end of it, so it's like a big old scythe, hockey scythe, and he slowly freezes the world around him. He's just busted into the library stacks of this college library that they're all in. Uh, there was the mage that they chased in here who was like, aha, I have got power, I'll stop you. And then he got cased in a little bubble by Ashan. So he's sort of out of commission for now. But our brave heroes remain here along with Snow Problem, their man in the chair, who is now in the movies and out of his element and having a bad time. Whereas Agent Torres, Varash's love interest, is off with Varash doing Varash things.
Having a good time.
Having a good time. Having a
assume.
good time. You assume.
Gets to watch a cool fight. That's a good date, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Shot a guy a couple times.
Yeah, she's into it.
Yeah.
Who's to say? I think let's open with Virash doing Virash things.
All right.
So somewhere in the end of last session, you agreed to go off on a Smash Fest, Slash Fest, not quite a Smash Fest, that's a different show, with Barry Burns, and get some revenge.
Yeah. I respect his, his honor as a fallen kind of heroic figure of ambiguous morality, like myself, who we ended up making friends through fighting, Alex Louis Armstrong style. For anyone who has somehow gotten this far, only seeing this is their first episode, here's the lovely fan art of Virash, as always, which, wow, my camera's just not focusing on. But it looks like that, but less blurry. She's a big, cool dragon lady. She's tough.
Dragon Lady. Yeah.
And yeah, I am fully prepared to hunt down some corrupt movie firemen and put them to the torch with the aid of my new best friend, a smoke monster living in a man-shaped shell.
It's just what everyone wants. So I think you have gone through like a few of these steps. Like we get a montage of you recreating various scenes from the movie that you're from. Or not you're from, but Barry Burns is from. Slash and Burn. There were some amazing titles. I believe that you came up with.
Oh yeah.
Last time.
Yeah.
God, where the fuck
It's
are
like
they?
first degree, second, first responder,
Yeah.
third degree,
5 alarm.
5 alarm.
I couldn't
So
think
the-
of a good one for 4. If anybody gets a good 4 fire-related thing, let me know. 4th watch? That'd be pretty good. Is that a thing?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
That's
As
a
a
thing.
non-firefighter, I assume they must take at least 4 watches. 4th Dalmatian.
4 Dalmatians.
What that shit?
Just
No, the fourth watch is definitely a thing.
Oh, sick.
I don't know if it's a thing for firefighters, but
Probably.
yeah, definitely riskier than 4th meal, but I think there's a couple of scenes of Virash and Barry Burns just like smashing through like this guy's house where he's like at the sitting at the TV in the dark, the beer cans strewn around, like, you're dead, we saw you'd burn up, and the two of you like give some cool one-liners and like cut through him
Yeah.
as he tries to stop you. But I think we culminate in like the firehouse itself, where the crew chief has been like hiding out. Like, okay, we know this guy is gonna get us, and this is where in the movie Barry Burns got frozen
Oh.
or stopped.
Yeah.
So we said last time that you learned that the only way to stop him was to freeze him. Like in the movie, he was frozen in liquid nitrogen.
Right.
So you can't like kill him; you can just slow him down, basically. So you've like come to the entrance and smashed through the barricades of this firehouse that has like sandbags out front, and chain link fences, and barbed wire and everything. And various firefighters out front who've been like, okay, we're going to stop you with the water cannons. That's not going to work. We're going to stop you with our axes and the shotguns, like whatever we can get our hands on. And finally, it's just like the crew chief in the movie, in the like top echelons of the firehouse, who's like yelling, "Burns!
Nice.
You're a good man, Burns. Doesn't have to be like this."
That's great. What do I have to say to that? So I think I'm going to. I can't fly up there and get him because I still haven't unlocked my wings powers. One day, what I'm gonna do is. Oh, we found the list of the Barry Burns chat. First responder, second precinct, third degree, fourth. What was the new fourth one? Fourth watch, 5 alarm. There we go. So I am going to say something cool to this guy. Let's see. I think I'm going to I can use manipulate someone and also lie, right?
Oh yeah, totally. That's what it's
Sick.
for.
I haven't done that yet because I've been pretty on the up and up, but I feel like these guys super suck, and I want them to suffer and be deceived. So Varash is going to, you know, she's not like dripping with blood, but she's got some evil firefighter blood on her for sure. So it's a little bit disingenuous looking when she like spreads her hands out like, whoa, let's talk about this. And she says, and presumably they've been like, oh gosh, there's a dragon helping them, so that's not a surprise or anything. This is weird. Dragons are real, I guess.
It's a fucking dragon, kid.
So she says, now you don't need to be fussed, Mr. Fire Chief. We are honorable people, and I promise that if you lay down your weapons and come out and talk to us face to face without your men to protect you, we will respect your honorableness, and you will not be harmed. But I've got my fingers crossed behind my back.
Uh-huh.
So
With
that's
that charm.
that's my charm roll.
That's that honorable dragon in you. Is that
Yeah.
What
she's gotta have a little bit of something. to hold
Crossed
on
fingers
to.
emoji.
Yeah. Ooh, crossed fingers emoji.
Came out as girls emoji, and that still
Dang
didn't
it.
show anything.
Dang it.
Dragon emoji, lying emoji.
Oh, it worked.
Wow, I
on
got a
Niles.
12.
Holy
Sick.
smokes.
That's an advanced success. Hell yeah. Let me, using our lovely new Roll20 interface, double check.
Oh, and it even
Yeah.
has a little artwork for it?
Yeah, it's really
Wait,
cute.
it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
It like
So on
pops
a-
it up.
Oh shit.
Look at
On
it.
advanced manipulate someone,
Did you take advanced manipulation?
I did.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Manipulate someone and kick some ass as my advanced moves.
Oh, dang.
So on a 12 plus, not only do they do what you want right now, they also become your ally for the rest of the mystery.
What?
Or if you do enough for them permanently.
Yeah.
This fire chief is my new bud.
More
Okay.
NPCs.
And what you want him to do is die.
Yeah, well, you wanted him to just come out, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want him to
Lay
get
down his
within
weapons.
grabbing range.
Yeah, so he comes down. He's like, all right, I don't know where you came from, but what Burns has to do with all this, you just rolled around in the back of a party city and came up with this costume or whatnot. But you seemed like an honorable gal. So he tosses down his, like, heavy revolver on the desk that we see through the windows, and like the front gate of the fire station slides open. You can see the engines inside, and he's there.
Is there a pole he can take down from the
Yeah,
top
he slides
floor?
down that pole.
Yeah.
Of course he does. He's got his like jumpsuit tied
Oh
up
my God.
halfway.
Nice.
His like grease stained, sweat stained shirt underneath. And he comes
Classic.
out. It's like a heftier, older guy. And he stands at the doorway and he says, "Well, you drive a hard bargain, but I've lost a lot of good men tonight. Burns, we did wrong by you. I don't know how we'll ever be able to make it up to you. Frankly, we're not quite so inclined to do so right now. But this gal you got in your corner, she's got a good heart. I'm inclined to listen to what she has to say."
So I approach up to him, and I say, "I appreciate your trust very much," and I hold my hand out for him to shake.
And he goes to clasp it in a classic movie handshake.
Yeah, sweet. As he does that, my claws like dig into his arm, and my
Oh, no.
unbreakably strong grip really latches onto him, and I sort of yank him in close, and I say, "I give my trust to some people. I even give my trust to some monsters. But I don't think you count as either of those to me right now. I don't know what you are. I don't know if the people in this realm are real. I've decided that I'm going to treat some of them like they are, and you might well be real. You might be a person with thoughts, dreams of your own, but you've done terrible things that I can't forgive, and I don't want to. And I'm going to do terrible things right back to you." And then I turn to Barry as I like put an arm around this guy's shoulder, and like my wing also wraps around him, so he's very sort of enveloped. And I say, "Now Barry, let's brainstorm. What would be the most fitting revenge you could have on the chief here?"
And he looms up to his full Burnsy height, and the smoke just exhales out of the mask, and he growls, "Burn."
All right, that's a good start. But I think it's a little bit simplistic, isn't it? You've been thinking about this for a long time. You've been hunting this man for years and years. Sure, you could burn him, but you burn a lot of people, don't you? I think we can really put our heads together and come up with something creative. And the camera zooms in on her, like, extremely wicked-looking smile.
Yeah, and he's like terrified. He's like, "I trusted you." But I think this is where I want to reveal that the world around you has been deteriorating this whole time. I mean, you've been in Cinema Land, right? Which means that the sky is Ash Heights, the dark city that's always nighttime, that is the setting for Slash and Burn, the movie that Barry Burns has come from, as a fire engine roars down my street at the same time. But
That's direction.
it's great. It's timing. I called them earlier and we worked it out. But below you is the like sunny beachside city of, what did I call it? Sunnydale Polytechnic University.
Mhm.
And then like interspersed here and there are like the green like New England autumn, they're not green, they're orange and like yellowy kind of New England autumn scenes from the movie that Slapshot is from, Penalty Kill. So like the Sylvan Valley Regional High School like has, here's the football field is in the middle of Ash Heights, and like here's this stuff. So like everything's all messed up, but other things are bleeding through now too,
Yeah.
because he's terrified and Burns is like, yes, more than burn. And he's like thinking, and the face of the fire chief shifts and molds until it
Ooh.
becomes.
Oh.
We remember a couple episodes back that like faceless thing with the
Oh.
eyes like blub 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 blub
Oh
and like
shit.
no mouth. The like shapeshifter.
Yeah.
It becomes one of those in his outfit. So it's this like
Whoa.
black rubbery skin, kind of with that sheen. You know, you look at like vinyl under a certain light, it has that kind of glow, that artificial like you can see the the fossil fuels kind of coming off of it. It has that kind of visage to it, and it starts to resist. It grabs onto your arm to like try and wrestle with you,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, "Long have we hunted your kind. Now trapped here, you, the last of your line, will be removed. We do not need to fear you anymore when you are trapped."
Nice. And I am fairly taken aback
Yeah,
because you don't see that coming.
Torres
I've seen
is
a
like,
lot, but
"Damn, honey, this is a little harsh, don't you think?" And then it shapeshifts. She's like, "Nope."
okay, what's going on?
pulls the sardon back out.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
What do you
And
do about
I'm
that?
like, looking down at it, and then I'm just like, all right, here we go again, I guess. Kind of look on my face, and then I say, "Oh, you don't need to fear me, huh? We'll see about that."
Mhm.
And I try and take a big bite out of it.
Kick that ass.
Yeah.
Hey.
We got an 8.
Mixed success. So you and whatever you're fighting are going to inflict harm on each other, based on the dangers from the things that are happening.
Yeah.
Your bite does 4 harm now.
It's 4 harm now. Yeah, I
Holy
upgraded it
smokes.
recently. It's 4 armor piercing harm because of my sharp
Yeesh.
dragon teeth.
So Sean.
Yeah. It's going to do 2 harm back to you
Cool.
with its claws
Nice.
as you like sink your teeth into it, right? You're just like it's trying to grapple with you and it's like clawing at you with its arms.
Huh. Do you know if negative harm effects stack? Like if I pick you suffer less harm, it goes down to 1, and then does my immortal take it down to 0?
I think so.
That seems good. I'm gonna do that. Oh no, wait, that's only on a 10 plus,
On
right?
a 10 plus.
Yeah, I don't get that. Just kidding. So I just take 1.
But still, yeah, you take
That's
one
very fair. I was like, Jesus, that's too good. No, of course I don't get that. Okay. I take a harm, and, yeah. We're in it now.
Yeah. You continue to wrestle with him. I think Torres is like, I don't know what to do.
I can't really, like, shout anything to her because my mouth is full.
Full of creature face, right?
Yeah.
Creature flesh. I think, shoves off of you. Like it manages to get a break in the wrestle. And like, ugh, okay. It like flecks its gooey blood everywhere. And like shakes it off. And backs up for a couple of steps.
Oh,
and
Triple
it's,
Comics in the chat has pointed out that my blood also messes it up.
Yeah, what you're learning is that it's like not necessarily your blood, it's like your weaponry and your natural like defenses are like designed to kill this thing. Because like where that teeth mark tore a chunk out of it, like it's in an extremely bad way. And like these things seem to have like some of them have regenerative properties, but like the marks where the bite went in look just like horrible, like extremely painful.
Nice.
and it's like stands back and it says, "Kill me if you must. It doesn't matter. Where I will go, thousands more will replace me. Even now, as we fight, my people, we have swarmed your defenses. Those mortals who were foolish enough to grant power and stand alongside with all those years ago are useless without your assistance. They will fall before us. We will have this world once more. My death is a drop in the bucket."
That's great. So I look over and I assume share a deeply concerned glance with Torres.
Oh, she's like, what? What's happening?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's not good. Well, can I just pick up Barry and throw him at this guy?
Oh yeah, you can fastball special.
That sounds fun. Just for a change of pace. So I'll say, well, if you're not afraid enough of me and you don't care about your own death, I think I know someone who can introduce you to a reason to care. And I yeah, I'm gonna try and do the like where you grab someone by the hands and then you like whirl around like you're gonna hammer throw them in the Olympics.
If it were a different kind of game, this would be like the na-da, string swelling, like
Yeah.
soft focus, the
Oh, yeah.
border.
Mhm.
Yep. Having fun with my best friend. Right? Throw.
Yep.
Um,
Okay, should I roll?
I don't think you need to make a roll for this. I
anything.
think you just like throw him into
Just throw
the
him at him.
creature and burn, and he brings the axe up and just slices it, and it just goes in half. And he looks at you like in the aftermath, and he looks at Torres, and he says, "Danger. You are my friend. I must help with your revenge now."
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's where we cut.
Friends wherever we go. Rosh
Oh
the
my-
dragon.
I need. Oh yeah, now smooch. I need this side.
Breathe in that smoke.
I
Yeah.
need Torres, Varash, and Burns.
Or it's in the background saying, yelling now, smooch. That's where it's coming from.
Yeah. It's Torres.
Yes. This date's going really well. So we're gonna go back to the library as the three of you like kind of put your hands in and do the like 80s movie thing and run off through the scorching remains of Ash Heights. We return to the library. So the library, we were in the stacks. So there's like rows and rows. It's that scene in The Mummy with like big rows of books everywhere that like a bunch of them have like collapsed. Exactly, like Ben's there. In the back, things like shelves have collapsed. Books have thrown everywhere. There are pages swirling from the ambient magic around here. Hovering in midair, there is a purple bubble that the mage, who's like just a geek from a movie theater in an oversized polo shirt, pounding on the insides of it, going, "Hey!" Who is just temporarily disabled. While the party is down on the ground level,
Yeah.
the door smashed open, and in comes Slapshot, the world rapidly freezing around him. This huge, like, high school senior. He's like 19, big, bulky kid, hockey pads, hockey jersey, slashed up, all like blood splattered and gross. Skating like, like pounding forward with his hockey stick scythe. And I forget who I said I was throwing him at last time, but whoever it was, okay, Mac, I'm changing my mind. He is going on a beeline to Snow Problem, who is screaming at the top of his lungs,
Shit.
like, "This is the worst and coolest way to die!"
Damn it.
You could say that
God
he's
damn
in
it.
a snow problem.
Right?
I wanna protect someone's a move, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a move. How are you protecting him?
I want to jump in front of him and fire off a couple shots, hopefully,
Ooh.
like not like to damage Slapshot, but like at his skates, hopefully to get his feet out from under him.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so it's you're sort of Max Payne bullet timing.
Yeah,
Pop, 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 shoot at the feet.
yeah, exactly.
Hit me with that roll
To
plus
get the
stuff,
doves
baby.
and everything.
Yeah.
There it is. Big Mike. 7.
Okay. So, you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get.
Okay. I think I have to do some, because if I do all,
Yeah.
well, even some might kill me still.
Well, I get to decide, but I'm gonna say because I don't want to kill you. Even if you die in the movie, you don't die in real life. How much
Talk about
harm?
assignment. This is bullshit.
I know.
I'll kill you if you want.
Kill us, you coward.
This is when we
asking.
learn. Is this when we learn? Is this when it becomes canon?
Is
Die in
this
the
where?
movie, die for real.
That will be the
Oh my
sacrifice
God.
to teach the rest of these chuckleheads that they gotta be serious.
I was gonna say you're gonna take half harm from him, which is 2. That puts you at dying.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it does.
Oh boy.
I think
Why'd you?
Mac is dying.
Yeah.
Why'd you
'Cause
jump?
Max got those mom.
Why'd you
that
jump?
Mom instinct.
Because his mom is swing through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us
Mac.
how cool it looks as you like shoot at his skates, and like he's gonna go like flying. I think
Mhm.
somehow he like loses his balance and
Mhm.
probably like hooks you with the scythe.
That's
on the
exactly what
way
I was
down
thinking.
and like smashes into one of those bookshelves.
Yeah. I think like we see him go flying past, and then we get the slow like hold on like the bookshelves on top of him and everything, like probably still like heaving under like his like large form breathing. But then we come back to Mac, and Mac's like sort of heaving in breath and like just collapses, and then we get like a wider shot where we see like this big old slash from his
Yeah,
scythe on
Oh
her
my
side, just
God.
like the white shirt like bleeding out.
it's bad. And I
Yeah.
think we get a shot from Mac's perspective of like the world is fading in and out of like that kind of voomf, voomf. Like
Suddenly,
you're seeing
like,
everything
slowly,
happen
comes
and like
into frame, and like he's like super muted.
yeah, Snow's like
Oh my God.
Yeah.
meanwhile in the world where everyone can hear, Snow's like, holy shit, Mac, that was so. Why did you jump? Why'd you jump? Why'd you jump, bud? Oh, come on. No. And he's like really desperately trying to do first aid. Like, hold on. And he's like looking in his bag for things to do. Slapshot has like smashed into that bank. And so he's like slowly like crawling his way out. But he's having trouble. What is the rest of the team doing as the mage floats, Slapshot is immobilized, and your teammate is dying?
I think I'm gonna light that fucker on fire.
That seems good. We do love fire.
I couldn't get that move, by the way, Alex, because I ran out of moves to get.
But no.
Damn.
Dang.
Just retcon your moves like I did.
Mhm.
Found out you accidentally cheated before.
I did retcon to a new move, but
If you need fire, I still have explosives.
ooh.
Which Adia was gonna use in some way anyway, so she can use it to help you. She was gonna set her bat on fire, but
Whoa!
you can pull from that.
I guess I'm also technically the only person who can heal Mac at this very moment.
Don't Let's not forget.
Ben's
God.
got a traveling infirmary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We
Well
could
then
break that out.
I'll set him on fire. I'll set the guy.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Burn him.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's my. Oh my god, a 7.
Ooh, baby. Okay.
Oh. Wait,
And that's
can
your
I
use magic, right?
can I help? Because I'm making a fire.
Oh wait. Actually, I guess I'm trying to do harm, right? I mean that's what it is. So I should actually
Yeah.
be using. I can still use the same roll, but I'm kicking some ass because I swapped one of my abilities because I wasn't using one. The big whammy. So I have like an attack.
Oh!
Yeah.
So you
So I
can
roll
use
weird.
weird to
Ooh,
kick
To
ass.
kick some ass. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
do it.
Yeah.
So the attack does. I can just share it. But it does 2 harm, close, obvious, ignores armor.
Okay. So, because it's close range, you're going to have to run, like, right up onto him,
Yeah,
And
I'll
then-
do it.
blast him.
Ooh.
So
Mhm.
what does it look like when you, like, hit him with fire, with magic fire?
I think so. This is like, Sean's now fucking using harmful magic. I don't think he's done that too often. Or it's now like a recent development. So I think he like pulls out his broken sword and he like runs up to it and just yelling, and then I think like the sword kind of like where it's broken, fire comes out and it like
Ooh.
creates it like finishes the sword in fire.
Ooh.
And then, like, he like slashes down and it like ignites the ground around and stuff like that.
Oh, my boy.
So cool.
Enemy's real.
Enemy's real. Oh, it's so animated.
So here's some kickers here.
The AoE finishes off neck.
You're trading, no, but you're trading blows,
Okay.
and you're in close range with him.
Oh no.
So-
Okay.
You run up, you do that slash, and like, boom, the flame like hits him. He roars in pain and like, bruh, snaps the rest of the bookcase that he's in
Okay.
apart. Grabs you,
Mhm.
like scoops you up.
Oh god.
Because you're holding the sword. He's like, all right, you scoops you up. So you're like, still, I think, still like stabbing down at him,
Mhm.
and he doesn't care. He just seems like he's taking harm, but he's like selling it in wrestling. He's like no selling, right? He's not reacting to the pain, and like just while picking you up, like cracks his neck, and just hucks you up like a ball, like a tennis ball for us, and just go, and then while you're like hanging in the air, brings the scythe up
Oh no.
and just bam smashes you backwards. You get the
Ugh.
like movie bucket blood. It's like flying backwards because it's the scythe. It's for harm
Okay. Yeah.
and messy as you go flying backwards, like smashing into like a desk nearby.
Okay. Well, I'm unstable.
Yeah. Without treatment, those are gonna get worse.
Oh boy.
He begins to like circle all of you because now the room is mostly frozen, and so now he's just like a shark, just like skating in circles around you, just like, all right, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I can do this all day.
Oh my god.
He's clearly like injured. You've all managed to hurt him, but he's having a grand old time. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh boy.
Well, I think Ben is rushing towards Mac, but realizing that like Slapshot is still a threat. I think I would like to try and use magic to buy myself a little time so that I can treat Mac and possibly also Ashan.
Okay,
So we're in the world of movies, right?
of course.
I would like to call on some movie magic, and I would like to summon a monster into the world.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And the monster that I would like to summon comes from the only movie Ben has seen.
No.
I'd like to summon Powerline, please.
Oh.
We already did the perfect cast last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
think Ben turns towards Slapshot,
Uh-huh.
kind of grabbing for the magical accoutrements that he keeps on hand, and says as coolly as he can, "Hey, Slapshot, open up your eyes, take a look at me," and then yeet. Yeah! Look at that!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's a 10!
Of course.
Don't you know, if you want to help your friends, you've got to stand out.
Oh my god.
And I use magic.
Role-playing games.
Role-playing games, people.
Sometimes they're actually good. So
Is this
before
one of those
Disney
times?
sues our balls to the wall for copyright infringement, Powerline appears in a smash of lightning, just pow. There is a yellow dog man who is definitely not Prince and Michael Jackson jammed together in a yellow bodysuit. Incredible shock of pompadour hair. Who begins gyrating in the most upsetting but fascinating way.
Mac thinks she's gone to hell.
Lighting effects come in, the yellow, the blue spotlights, the purple, pum 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 pum. There's pyro in the background. He just starts dancing. Slapshot like stops, comes to a full like skate stop, just like stares, and just has no way of processing this. Just like no frame of reference whatsoever. He's completely distracted.
He's starstruck.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was his favorite movie.
Oh my god.
They're about to have a dance off like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, this brings back Slapshot's humanity. Like for a second, he starts to take off the mask.
And
He's also a
underneath
dog
his
person.
power line, we discover it was Max the whole time.
Oh my god.
That's
Pete
canon.
pokes his head in from around the like bookshelf. Check the map, goof.
Uh,
You find out that his girlfriend that died was Roxanne.
Oh my god.
What would you like to do with your entertainment? With your not your entertainment, your opportunity.
yes, my opportunity.
They call that a Freudian slip. It's when you say one thing but you mean your mother.
Oh god.
So I think, I think Ben says something very much along the lines of, Powerline, go! And then,
I choose you.
Like a Pokemon.
and then pretty much turns towards Mac and busts out the emergency first aid infirmary kit. Hopefully buying some time to at least stabilize Mac.
Yeah, you have enough supplies here on hand to stabilize Mac. I think there's some because this is your mobile kit, right? This
Yeah.
is everything. It's your armory, it's your workshop, it's your infirmary, it's your lore library, right? So all of the like within it, you have really high quality stuff. The way that we see like in Hellboy, like we just open up a briefcase and there's like a chemical launcher grenade machine. Just had that lying
Yeah.
around. So there's like a trauma kit in there, which is like a pocket surgery table. Not literally, but like here's all the drugs, here's the forceps, the shears, all the gear, right? Just and like opens up. With time, you could absolutely pull Mac back from the brink of death. In the moment, there's enough tranquilizers and painkillers to keep Mac from just like going into shock and just like giving up the ghost right off the bat. So you're able to stabilize her. What is Adya doing in all of this?
Oh, God, what's Adya doing?
That was a good question. Adi is also like, what should I be doing? Because she was about to like
a fucking dog
try,
there?
yeah, like distract, and then this cartoon character appeared, and she's like, movies are really weird. This is why I don't watch them.
No Problem has gotten away from Mac and run over to Ashan and is like now trying to do first aid on them to like stabilize.
Oh,
Ooh.
And at the same time, he keeps looking up and like is mumbling along with the words.
God
He
damn
doesn't
it.
know the words. He knows the tune, but he can't remember all the lyrics. So he's
God damn it, he's getting distracted.
Oh, wait. This is the. What's the. Another one bites the dust. This is kind of like the same tempo. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wait, it's in 3/4. No, it's in 5/6. Shoot.
Oh my god.
But Ashan is not dying. It is not unstable.
I'm no longer unstable.
You're no longer unstable. While
Oh
no problem is helping you with this.
Oh my god.
Singing to you.
I think Ashan's also like losing a ton of blood, and it has never been hurt this bad before. And it's just like, am I? Say, Snow, am I dying?
Oh my god, the worst person to ask.
Is an angel? Dude. Is the angel from the Goofy movie?
Mac thinks she's in hell. That says a lot.
That says a lot. I'm coming, Powerline. I said I'd be at the concert. My dad said he'd take me to the concert.
Oh my god. I think Adia is gonna. She approaches Snow so that he can't answer Ashan because she's like, whatever Snow is gonna say, it's not gonna be good. So she just like covers his mouth so that he can't say anything. And I don't think she can really do anything medically, so she's just gonna try to keep giving Ben more time, and distracting Slapshot. So
Okay.
let's see what I can do. I think she's just gonna try to hit one of her explosions at Slapshot to get him, or like hit it at the floor so that it pushes him further away from them, so that it,
Okay.
wherever he is now, it'll push him in like a different direction.
All right.
I think that's the best thing she can do.
I think that is acting under pressure.
Acting under pressure, okay.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think anything else makes sense. Cool. Oh boy! Oh my god, I haven't failed in a really long time. No.
Make sure to mark experience.
I was gonna say you get extra.
Where you're going?
Oh my god.
So you were like throwing these grenades like at his feet, sort of like blowing.
Yeah,
backwards,
to
right?
get him to walk away.
Okay.
Oh no, but
Uh,
he's a professional hockey goalie. Oh god.
Oh,
You're right. Somebody has been paying attention to the lore.
I guess he's an amateur hockey goalie.
Oh my god, the one time I actually wanted to do well.
So I think what happens, I think two things happen in very rapid succession. One of which is good, one of which is less good.
Lay it on
Chucking
me.
these grenades, and he just looks at it. He stops, like, oh, he's looking at friggin' Powerline, like, I don't. Hey, object, I can respond to that. Ka-chunk and slap shots the grenade backwards.
Oh
It
my
doesn't
God.
hit you. It
Oh
goes
no.
flying up and shatters the shell around the mage. So these grenades like pop, 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 and he's like, whoa, and he gets thrown backwards onto the balcony over the, so it's like balcony and then lower level. He's up on the balcony again, stunned, but like up there. At the same time, the glass ceiling, because of course there's a glass ceiling in this room, shatters,
Oh
and
god.
Barry Burns comes leaping
Oh my god.
down carrying his fire axe, along with Varash, like, gliding, I think,
Yeah.
Torres
Kinda
is like
glide.
grabbing onto her, like sweeping with the sidearm, like squeezing off a couple of rounds. It looks like the cover, like a Frank Frazetta piece, like a Conan pinup, except it's Varash's Conan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Torres is like also Conan, but also sort of the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
femme,
Like hooked onto your tail, like a parachute.
right? Just like grabbing on,
Oh, this is
like
this is good.
squeezing off some shots at him.
Welcome to the disaster party.
All disaster all the time.
Conan's twin brother.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Oh my god.
5 stars.
Gosh, you see,
Don't
You're-
give me a better scene to draw.
Yes.
yeah, Viraj, you see Mac bleeding out, fading quickly, with Ben kneeling over her. Sean, like, Adia looking like maybe sheepish, with a couple of grenades in hand and the baseball bat. It's no problem, just like panicking. And a fucking cartoon dog in a safety yellow jumpsuit moonwalking across a frozen library floor.
Like Powerline.
Nice. Fortunately, I've got a keen tactical
Oh my
mind.
gosh.
So as I'm taking this all in with
Powerline
a
is the threat.
warrior's experienced eye,
Clearly.
as I land, I start barking some orders, and I say, Torres, you kill the dog. We'll take the. The other two of us are gonna take down the hockey boy.
SWAT movies. The guy's like breaching the door, like, go, go, shut that fucking dog up.
So I think I want to get together with Barry and see if we can lift up
gosh.
one of these big heavy bookcases and
Ooh.
throw it at him.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like, honestly, that sounds like unleashing your limits.
Yep.
Can get
Let's
over.
rock and roll.
Go take care of that dog.
Just put a couple bullets in him. He doesn't look very tough.
Oh my god, chat. Oh my god, chat.
I assume. Gonna roll. We got an 11.
Yeah.
An
The dog's
11.
dead.
Oh my god. I'm hallucinating.
That's also on to 10 or more, my body obeys my will to the limits of physical possibility.
Yeah,
Or,
so
in this case, movie logic.
the two of you like work together and haul this thing over, right? You're trying to like pin him.
Yeah, just like chuck it on him and get him pinned behind it.
Yeah, I think you do that extremely well. Like you're a dragon. We see your muscles flex, like the strength of the ages. And Barry Burns is Barry Burns. He's a slasher, so of course he's strong. So he's push, friend Varash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice like he's really buddy with Varash now. Whatever happened, like clearly they had a whole like journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
There's a
I
lot.
would have gone
Don't you
on a
forget
field
about
trip with
me
Barry
somewhere in the
Burns.
background.
They had a whole montage.
Yeah, we stopped to get smoothies. Just putting a straw
Oh.
into his gas mask.
Sorry I was late. I just needed a Reese's cup shake.
You know the Dairy Queens here aren't fucking haunted?
Just a regular Dairy Queen. It's amazing.
Yeah, the last time we went to a Dairy Queen?
Oh no.
Yeah, why would we ever leave?
Movie World is best world. Oh my god.
Mac is still bleeding out.
Yeah, he gets crumpled. And I think, like, whatever you see, like, no, he doesn't go no, but he's like, and the thing goes crunch on top of him. He's like, it goes flat. Like, there's nothing underneath it you can see. He disappears.
Not the first time.
Huh.
How's Torres v power line going down?
The real plot line.
I mean, I think it's hilarious if she just murks him.
Just bam! Harold goes down!
Content warning: death of your childhood dreams.
So she just looks over like, I have no reason to say no. There's this giant dog man grabbing his crotch. The pop music plays. Like, what's one in the eye, one in the forehead, and two in the chest? Call it a day. Just okay. Power line. The music stops.
Oh my
Eye to
God.
eye just goes like the record scratch. He
Oh
goes
my God.
flying backwards, and like as he falls, like collapses across one of these tables, just like turns to static and
Oh.
then dissipates.
Uh,
Oh my.
The hell was that thing?
What's Ben's reaction? What's Ben's reaction?
all right,
Oh.
I think I've got Max stabilized. Where did Powerline go?
Oh no.
I think, and like, I think Ashad saw the whole thing and is like slowly regaining consciousness because he's no longer unstable and just goes, oh my god. Oh no, take me back. Take me back. Take me back to Powerline.
You bastards! You killed our
Adia's just trying to turn Ben's head. Just don't look. She doesn't know what's going on, but she's like, Ben shouldn't. For some reason, I feel like Ben shouldn't have to see this.
Adi's really in crowd control right now.
She's like, I really wish I just had a computer around. I could do a hell of a lot more.
Alright, well, I've just dusted my hands off like, alright, situation resolved. How's everyone doing? Oh, me and Barry Burns are friends now. Check this out. And I do like a complicated, like, multi-part secret handshake with him.
Amazing.
This is.
Well, I seem to have lost my childhood hero, but
Your
there will be
nightmare's
time
back.
to mourn later. I think I think Pencil Neck is still a threat. We didn't see his body, and from what I remember on Wikipedia, if you don't see a body in one of these movies, they're not actually dead and are sure to appear when you least or most expect it.
Oh, does that count for Ice Skate Boy? I mean, no one could survive that, right?
Oh, I think Ben kind of looks over at Snow Problem, like, what do the rules say about, like one
Yeah.
of those, like, is that true?
Yeah, in the movie, he didn't die until he had his head cut off by his own scythe.
I think it's like, oh, that seems like something we could do right now while he's
That would be
knocked down.
extremely metal. I would have done. Why didn't I ask you guys? I should have thought of that.
It seems each of these movie monsters has a very specific weakness. We'll have to prepare. I think we've bought ourselves a moment. But only that. We should catch that. We should deal with that. And Ben points over at the floating wizard.
Oh yeah, goddamn. So many moving parts.
Yeah, the wizard.
I think he has disappeared in the kerfuffle.
God damn it.
That seems fair.
We should deal with the wizard wherever he's gone.
Oh my god. Can we just cut off this person's head first before we leave him? Athea's already
Well-
holding the scythe.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, with his own scythe. Right.
She's like,
Oh,
this.
yeah, I like this side.
She's
How
like,
do you
look, I
remember
just.
Deck's advice? Ask forgiveness, not permission.
She keeps mixing it up.
May as well.
All right, let's get this bookcase out of the way, and I just
Roll it over.
roll it over.
Can
Here's
Athea set the scythe on fire? Just because she wants to.
You
Not
have his scythe.
cool. She sets it on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
Icy hot.
set it on fire. He is not there.
No. Damn it.
Push it back, and it's just like spatters and torn shreds of his hockey jersey, but there is not to be seen.
Now, I
Sean,
never
can you-
looked under that couch. Be worried about that Apollo guy?
We never cut his head off.
I
Can
thought
you
for
do
sure.
anything for Can you do anything for Mac?
I like stumble up, kind of holding. Well, no, I was like, yeah, I've been cut open as well, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I like reach down, grab my sword, and I'm gonna see if I can heal Mac at least a little bit.
Okay. Do you want to like reverse the whole process? Like you're good in fighting condition, or do you just want to do like heal one harm?
Oh yeah. How horribly bad is Mac?
Mac is dying.
Dying.
Yeah.
Mac is
Well,
all boxes.
Yeah. Okay. So just
What do you mean?
definitely. Well, no, I was curious about like whether or not maybe you got a few boxes ticked off or not. I'm sorry, I was
Every
too
box.
busy focusing on Powerline for a little bit. Okay, it's not my fault.
That's what I was hoping would happen. And Ben just kind of like goes very quiet and looks off into the middle distance.
Oh no.
Oh no, Ben.
I think I'm gonna try and do like a big.
Yeah, it's definitely a big magic, I think,
That's too big.
to bring Mac back.
Yeah.
Patty whack. Leave the frog alone.
I mean,
His
we
old
could
man's
have
a
given the
rolling
dog a
stone.
bone, but instead we
Right.
shot it.
The bone was 2 slugs to the chest. That was it. And that was generous, thank you.
Some shows have a kick the dog moment.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think to cast this, you'll need everyone to assist.
Hmm.
You've got to form a ring around Mac.
Our friendship is.
Yes. I think each of you needs to share what Mac means to you
Oh,
To amplify
my.
the magic.
Fucking from Empire Records.
This. We fucking jumped the shark.
Shut up, Vinny. Shut up. How fucking dare you imply we
Fucking
jumped the shark?
We are the shark.
We are the shark. This will be. No, we didn't jump the shark. We killed Powerline. That's
That is what you would say, yeah.
Yeah, when we do the beach episode, where you have to get on the jet skis and jump over a literal shark.
A literal-
That
Oh,
was
don't
the
Yeah.
worry.
worst
I've,
thing.
This is the kind of show where, like they say, you gotta get to episode 8. Episode 8 is when it fucking kicks off.
Oh my god. You haven't even gotten to movie land yet. Like, you don't even know.
That's when it really goes off the rails, but in a good way.
that's the episode that kind of got them the budget that they needed to kick off into the Gemstone Tornado arc. And that
You're
opened
still
the
in
door for-
pre-invasion. Wait until post-invasion.
That opened the door for Queen's Wild.
Oh god, I love this.
People don't even know about
Oh, yeah,
Vampire
no.
Man.
Max soul is floating in the Let's Go to the Lobby level of Purgatory.
Oh my god.
Just hand in hand with a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, I think as we say our the thing we care most about Mac, like I want to see a snapshot of Mac in hell.
You have to hear all of it.
But I think Ashan's gonna be like, all right, this is good. This is a big one. And then I like reach my hands out and I try and grab. I'm like, come on, hands together. Okay.
Holding Torres's hand, I'm holding Barry Burns' empty glove.
I think like Ashan like reaches for Barry Burns' hand and then like okay, cool.
This is part of being friends, Barry Burns.
Adia.
Trust Virash.
Oh my god.
Friendship's
Adia's
best.
ship is flying.
Oh my god. All right. And then I think like, you know, our hands start to glow. Like I think like irradiates from me and like we kind of create a ring with our arms and stuff like that. And I go, Mac taught me. I need Mac here because without Mac, who would teach me to be, who would tell me that I can do what I need and take what I want? And then I like, you know, like jostle the person next to me, like, come on, we gotta bring her back.
Oh, I think Adia is next to you, and she's like, we need Mac because she drives the cars. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my.
No, but she's like, but really, I love Mac, and we're not this group without her.
I'm gonna say it's not important what I feel about Mac. It's not important that I need Mac. I don't need Mac, Baka. What's important is that Mac cares about her children.
Amazing.
She's a mother. She puts her life on the line every day knowing that she might never get back to those kids. And we're not gonna let her leave them alone.
Ben looks to Barry Burns.
It's Barry Burns' turn.
Burns looks down at Mac. Smoke drifting out of his mask. Mac, hard to kill.
Right,
If
though.
I can't kill her, who can?
Everybody gets a rival man's with fairy birds.
We
Wait,
can-
what about?
Mac,
Oh yeah.
Mac is one of the most important parts of our team. When we were sent on this mission, when we were put together, it's because the PCRI has, they have rules for everything. I try and live my life by the rules as they've been laid out. They are a structure and a guideline for us all. But the important thing is, rules are just that. They're something that someone else said. You have to know when they're important, and you have to know when to break them. Mac knows when and how to break them. She understands that it's not just important to follow or lead, but that you have to know where you fit in the world and what you mean to everyone. I need Mac because without her, I think I would still be sitting in a desk somewhere, following the rules and dreaming about a way to make the world a better place, while she'd be actually doing it.
Oh my god. Oh lord.
No problem, just crying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, no problem.
Yeah, no, he's sobbing. Like, I need. Mac needs to be.
Aw.
Can't. I'm sorry. Mac can't. Mac can't die because. Shit, Mac's cool, man. She can drive anything. Face down monsters I can barely get my head in the game. She was trying to get me to get it together. And dang it, I'm gonna be the best agent I can be for your sake. I just want you to be there to see that happen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The energy channels through all of you.
Wait.
It's like swelling. Yeah, go ahead.
Roll a 4, roll a 4, roll a
I
4.
think. Well, no, this is big magic. I think Pokemon the movie style.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god.
Our
Go on.
tear. Our tears.
God damn it.
Fly towards Max's dying corpse. Yes.
And like wreath and start invigorating
Yeah.
Mac's body. So like Mac is like on the cusp. I think like we cut in and like Mac's got the flashback of different scenes like through her life as the energy channels into her. We think we're gonna lose her for a second. And we cut back to Mac's house. Mac's spouse and her kid, who is like sitting, playing with like I think it's it looks like a knight. She's this cool knight with a big sword and a dragon. And he's like, yeah. The lady Mac will strike down foul villains. Yeah. And the dragon like he's like he hits the knight too hard. The knight goes flying backwards. The sword goes collapsing across the living room floor. He's like, oh shoot. He goes to like try to put the figure back together, like, oh, did I break it? And he's holding the knight. And he looks up at someone. He says, Dad? Is Mom coming home?
Oh my god.
He says,
What have I done to myself?
yeah. She's just got a lot of work going on right now. But I know, whatever your mom's doing, she's really proud of you. and that's when the energy like shoots like a bolt, like almost like a second power line energy of like filling Mac with energy. Mac opens her eyes and you clear all of your harm.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Triple coins.
Oh my god.
it was a mistake to look at chat.
Yeah. What a fucking mixed bag of like like genuine good emotional moments.
And then triple coins.
And
is
then-
saying Mac's husband is back.
Powerline. And we're like Powerline pulls Mac up from the break.
If Powerline showed up, Mac would be like, "Fuck it, I'm turning around and going back."
Mac would be like, sorry, kid, not me.
I will face Powerline and walk backwards into hell.
Mac just murks Powerline again. I'm back, y'all.
I think on that note, that's where we're gonna go to our break.
Unnatural disasters. We've got big emotions. All of them.
All of them.
I am
Emotions
feeling
you've
emotion.
never felt before.
It's
We have high
all in
voltage
one big ol'
emotion.
emotion smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Go get some water, stretch your legs, be cool with to yourselves, to everyone else. You know, take care of yourselves. It's a rough time out there. While we go to break, we would just like to remind everybody of some people that I don't need to read this anymore. It's defunct. Be excellent to each other. Come back in like 5 to 10 minutes.
High voltage
High voltage
emoji.
High
Dog
voltage
emoji.
dog emoji.
Dog
High voltage
emoji.
emoji.
High voltage emoji.
High voltage
Dog
emoji.
emoji.
Dog
Dog
emoji.
Dog
Voltage
emoji.
emoji. Dog emoji.
Dog emoji.
High voltage
Dog
emoji. Dog emoji.
Oh, I got a comma in there somewhere.
Uh,
Damn it.
Mine is
Mine is just
one
2.
dog and
It's
one proper one.
perfect.
And it's just a bunch of other
Dog
garbage.
emoji. Oh my. Mine's
Do
was
not
like listening
adjust
to-
your television set.
I was like listening to one of those the apps that are supposed to fucking brain up hearing yourself speak.
High doggage emoji.
High doggage. Danger, danger. High doggage.
When
We
we
will
touch.
touch. Welcome back. Hope you had a great break. Lord knows we did. If we even broke. We've already broken, but Lord knows if we actually took a break. It's-
We all sat here and watched y'all in chat go wild.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the best chat.
Also watch the Eye to Eye video, which still
Yeah.
rips.
100%.
Oh, 100%.
That song is 100% a banger.
Mhm.
I put in chat, but I should have said out loud, Ben, do the perfect cast.
That's how you pull Max Soul back.
That's how we
Yes.
Oh no!
Amazing.
Fishing pole made of pure light appears in your hands.
Oh Jesus, tap dancing Christ!
Goofy movie watch party win. Goofy movie watch party win.
I have Disney Plus. I'll do it.
Let's do it. We'll pull
Yes.
everybody in.
I'll stream it in a way that is completely legal for us to do on in our current situation.
Oh, boy.
Of course.
Yeah, we return. Mac blinks back to life, thanks to the power of friendship and Powerline. Barry Burns is still here. He's still your friend. Agent Torres does not know what to do. She's like, she's stepped aside. Like, this is not for me. This is an inappropriate place for me to be right now.
Mac invited her. Mac set up this date.
Adia is not letting this end.
So Barry Burns joined in. The fireman villain joined in on the Mac Resurrection Circle. But Agent Torres said, I'm gonna take a break.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Be cool, Torres.
She's standing behind Varash with a hand on her shoulder.
Pretty good.
Like, this is your friend. I'm here to support you.
You and Barry have like a
I
thing.
thought we were fucking tight, Torres.
Come on, Agent
Wait,
Torres.
do you actually say that?
Those are Mac's first words when she comes back.
Jesus, Torres.
Jesus, Torres.
Couldn't even bring me back from the dead.
I thought we were cool and your gun sucks ass.
Adia's just ripping up a fan fiction in the background.
Oh my god.
She's like, you deserve better, Varash.
Yeah.
Is it like a My Little Pony resurrection?
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We did not use dice. I elected to make that big magic, which means that you tell me what I want to do. I can give you requirements, but that's it. And some of those requirements can include the use magic roll. But I mean, also you could use you do one thing that is beyond human limitations. Maybe that's bringing some back from the dead. I choose to believe that big magic can be used to bring friendship.
As long as you
Back to-
sacrifice a deity.
Yeah.
first.
Bathed in the blood of Powerline.
Bathed in the blood of Powerline.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you do in the aftermath?
I guess Ashan's still super bleeding out. Can I, like, while we're talking, I think Ashan's gonna try and heal himself a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think
Just a little bit.
Ben will kind of, maybe give you like, uh, not a shot of adrenaline. That's not what you need, but some first aid.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a point though, that resurrection. If you were like dying,
yeah.
you hadn't really died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't died, then we don't need to necessarily do the return to life roll, unless you want to, and this could be the way that you get your vampire power.
Yes.
Do it. Okay.
All right, because it's all caught up in being in a movie world and having your soul come back to movie world and not the real world, and so things
Yeah.
are weird. So hit roll
the dog
roll and
Yes.
subtract
dog
whatever
itch.
your weird is.
Oh, subtract? Like,
Yeah.
As if I don't always subtract -1?
Now subtracting another one.
So if you subtract a
minus
-1,
yeah,
Ah.
you add one.
yeah, you add one.
Are we really doing that? I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, do it. Screw
Okay.
it.
-1.
YOLO.
Live your dreams.
Would it be +2? It's cancel the 1.
Whatever your weird is, yeah. Get your sheet. Yes, it'd be roll +1.
+1. Okay.
Oh,
A
I
0.
can't see it.
I-
My screen is too small.
Wait.
well, I've
Oh my
never
God.
seen that before.
Hey, experience.
Yeah, you get experience.
Oh my god.
Wait,
It's
okay.
snake eyes.
Wow.
You got snake eyes.
Wait,
Oh
doesn't
my
it say
God.
6 plus
Right?
3?
Yeah,
If you mouse, I think it freaked out. Is what just happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got a
It's like
6
shit going on.
and a
Minus 1 plus
3.
plus 1.
Plus -1.
It
So
looks
that-
like
Plus +1.
That should be a 10 then.
That should
Because
be
if
a
it was
10.
a 6 and a 3, then it should go to 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
no
That probably was a
experience.
0. Is the real one though.
I'm like, huh?
I was like, damn.
All right. You have changed little. A little. Just a little. You will mark XP
Sweet.
because
Heck
you've
yeah.
technically failed this roll. But you get to choose. You come back a little broken, such as memory loss, stress, disconnected. You come back a little different and add 1 to 1 rating and subtract 1 from another. You come back very different, change to a new playbook, just as if you took that advanced improvement.
Oh my god.
Your revival satisfies an ancient prophecy. Something comes back with you, such as a possessing spirit. A slain monster is revived. Power line comes back from the gates of hell with you.
Oh
gonna
my
say,
god.
Haggard
An
or whatever,
ancient
but
evil is
sure.
released, but it's not a
Haggard.
pressing danger. It's not a pressing danger. Or you or the one who brought you back owes a favor to a powerful spirit monster or demon.
So Powerline again. Yeah, right.
Right, obviously.
Ashan is now haunted by Powerline.
We are all haunted on this
We're
blessed
all
day.
haunted by Powerline, yeah.
I actually have a question. Is there a playbook that makes sense for the thing that you were trying to do here?
I don't know. I hadn't considered that I would be changing playbooks.
If you want to.
you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
hire
yeah.
the monsters
Yeah.
playbook.
Don't worry,
It
kid.
has a whole setup for it.
Can we double up on monsters?
Yeah.
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 The Monsters playbook is like pretty versatile.
It's
Like,
very
It's
flexible.
really versatile.
Yeah, it's
What
a it's
if
a
I just
good.
come back as a ghost.
Oh my god,
Could be a ghost if you
that's
want.
pretty fun.
And then you could then Ashan would just like never
They
go
can
away.
always
Yeah,
talk
it
to
would, would just
I
talk
can-
to you all the time. Think
The
about
show can never stop listening to me.
Oh my god. Like I know I told you that I value your advice and you get me out of my shell, but like God.
I leave it in your capable hands.
Yeah,
While you
Um,
figure that out,
exactly. Thank you.
yeah, the rest of the team takes stock of the situation. You're still in movie land.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Burns is like on your side. You don't need to kill him. Slapshot
yeah.
is hunting you, but he's like bleeding out. He's in a bad way. Pencil Neck is somewhere out there stalking you. The mage is missing, who is
Yeah.
probably your
Yeah.
best shot at getting
Oh my
back
God.
to the real world. So
We're not in a good place.
no, you're in a bad position.
Oh wait, I can tune in with the mage. I forgot.
Oh.
Nice.
Hit us with
Heck
that tune in
yeah.
roll, baby.
Well,
Yeah. I've done that before. I can do it again. It's just weird, I think. Yes. Doo-doo. What do I get? Oh man. Come on. All right. That just gets me one hold, which I guess the best thing I can do is where's the creature right now?
Okay.
At least I know where it is.
Yeah. Let's see. What's a good place to put our little final confrontation here?
Movie
We
Land
haven't
is
seen
breaking apart,
anything from the high school.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's hiding out at the ice rink.
Ah, it's
Perfect.
prom.
You see,
Naturally.
you like zoom into Ashan's mind, and we see he's like been running and like vaulting over the impossible geometry of these three movie worlds like all together,
Mhm.
before finally like standing in front of Sylvan Valley Regional High School. There's a big banner out front in green and gold that says Regional Finals today. And the logo of the Sylvan Valley Stags, which is like I feel like it's like an angry deer holding a hockey stick, like one of those really hokey hockey logos.
Uh-huh.
And he looks up at it and he goes, "Well, it can't get any worse," and he runs inside.
Ashan goes, "Oh, you never say that." Duh, all right. He's in the fucking high school. The mage is definitely our best bet out. We and then I guess before we do all that, Ashan's gonna be like, "Mac, I'm so glad that you're back. Oh my god, I thought you died."
By the way.
Yeah,
By the way, you were right, Mac. We should have gone for the mage.
we should. You were right. Oh my god. Yeah. Ashan's like, well, we got to get going. I know Ashan doesn't know this, but Simon, you said something about how movie world is breaking apart, or
Yeah, so it's started to break more than you realized. Varash has seen it because Varash has been
Yeah, I should
out
tell you guys about that.
in all of
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Right? So what Varash has seen is not only like the creature had its influence inside the movie, but like the geometry is like shifting more than it was before. It was sort of like a mashup, and now it's like things are falling apart. We're going kind of in those like Alice in Wonder, American McGee's Alice, like floating islands, like stairways that lead up to nowhere in a twisting void, that kind of thing. And so as you guys are talking, you're seeing like up in the sky, like the city is like rotating around you. The city of Ash Heights is like spinning past you at a higher rotation. Things are getting weird out there.
Mhm.
Nice. So I'm going to share what I have learned as we're walking out under that ominous sky, and say I don't know what those things are planning, but it looks like we might already be too late to stop some of it. I don't know. We'll just have to get out of here as fast as we can. Oh, also, and I turn to Torres and I say, "Oh, I got you a present at the fire station." And I reach up to the scabbard that my sword is, and behind it I have tucked one of the like big heavy fireman sledgehammers. I pull it out, and I reach over with my other hand and like pat her bicep, and I say, "When you have guns like these, you don't need guns like these." And I reach over to like take her pistol and toss it aside.
All right.
Ooh.
Spicy.
And I hand her the sledgehammer solemnly. I say, "This seems like a little bit more your style, I think, right?"
She hefts it. Like, yeah. I haven't broken a few skulls in a while like this.
Nice.
Slings it over.
All right, what are we waiting for? Everybody's alive again, right?
As alive as we're likely to be while we're still in this place. Though, you really ought to watch that arm, Ashan.
Oh yeah, let me quickly see if I can heal myself.
I'm gonna say that because Ben's got the kit out,
Mm-hmm.
everyone can heal. Let's say, because you're taking some time to like rest and talk.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say everyone heals 3 harm
Ooh.
Oh,
because you've got that really nice kit and
heck
you're all working
yeah.
together on it.
Okay.
Dang, Adya is good to go.
I mean, two harm is manageable, right? Like I don't need to risk the roll.
You'll die in 2 chops from Slapshot.
All right, so maybe I'll risk the roll. I think Ashan does a bit. I'm just gonna make it quick.
Yeah, we'll use magic.
Would I get? No, I'm using magic. This wouldn't help.
Oh, can I help you on that?
Yes, because you're a
not-
dragon.
I'm not good at helping, but I can try.
Please do.
Hey, I got a 7. Woo,
Hey.
lucky.
+1 to the roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
I got an 11.
Okay.
I heal 1 harm.
1 harm. Yeah, it looks sweet. I think what you expose yourself to is just like as you're casting it, just like you feel like you are beacons. Like you already don't belong in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You're not part of the movie. And so like as you're casting it, like you like hold like a match up to a piece of paper and then it starts that like little burn. That the world does that around you as you cast the spell briefly.
Whoa.
So like things are like searing away, so there's like a little void around where you've cast the area where you've cast the spell.
Cool.
It's like you jammed like a cigarette onto the film strip.
Neat.
And like you feel that kind of backlash from the void on you of like you can't see an aura, but you feel like, oh, this place knows we're not supposed to be here and it doesn't like us being here.
Okay.
Yikes.
Where do you go?
Are we all just gonna beeline towards the I say the ice rink? Or not ice rink. We don't know that exactly, but high school definitely. Is there a car around? How far away is the high
Yeah,
school?
we're on the street outside of the
Yeah.
college library.
Can Barry commandeer us a fire engine?
Ooh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Mac's still driving though.
We have way too many people to fit in a car at this point.
I think there's a moment of you like looking around like, oh, well, how are we gonna get there? And then everyone looks over at Barry Burns, and then we smash cut to a fire engine that's got like Mad Max style like armor plating bolted onto the front of it,
Yes.
like a bulldozer plow on the front.
Oh my god.
Um,
The ladder thing has like a giant wrecking ball on it.
yep,
Yep.
attached to it. And in the front there is Mac with newfound energy and a shift in personality, perhaps, or at least her talents, who can still drive like a mother trucker.
Yeah, smoking fucking cigarettes like a chimney.
Yeah,
Or
fine.
actual
It's the
cigarettes.
movies. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. You don't
Um,
get cancer in the movies.
The cigarette lobby still had a lot of money to toss around in this period. And Barry Burns, of course, is like in the middle of the cab, like directing. There. Turn.
Got the windows
Next
open
right.
to get rid of the
It's like
smoke
left.
that is billowing from him.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry's a backseat driver.
Oh my god.
Spot ahead.
There's a car.
You can't see it, but I can see it.
God.
Oh my God, Mac has got like one hand on the wheel, the other under the seat on the shotgun, just like just fucking smoking those cigarettes down to the butt.
Oh my god. I love
Yeah.
this.
Well, very sick idea, Triple Comics, that we start getting some Dutch angles as the world is
Oh, of course.
degrading.
This whole time. This
Yeah,
show loves
100%.
Dutch angles.
Nice.
Yeah, I think as you drive, the truck arrives at the ice rink, the Sylvan Valley Regional Ice Rink. The mage seems to have like created defenses here, so he's called up those kind of black and red crystalline shards, like teeth, jutting up out of the ground to slow your assault. So those are like inside. We get a quick shot of him like chanting as he has no weapons, but he's still like trying his best to use what magic he has. He's like, oh no, Shiva, oh no, Shiva, whatever. Chanting in some language from beyond the stars, and calling something. And you see on the front of this building a handful of not dogs.
They're not dogs, I'll tell you that.
They're not dogs.
Rat.
And not high voltage emojis.
High voltage emoji. Dog
Dog
emoji.
emoji. High voltage emoji.
Dog
emoji.
emoji.
Say that in
think-
my sleep.
I think these creatures look like 3-foot long rats
Oh,
with bat wings.
ew.
Ooh.
They're like skittering creatures, like little claws, nasty teeth, and they're kind of like bottom heavy, so they like pick up and
Oh my god.
they start flapping towards you and shrieking.
That's not slowing down.
Yeah,
Actually,
It
if I,
worked out
could
last time.
if I could rewind us for a sec,
yeah. Let us rewind.
I think I did put monster rats on our no list because I have pet rats and I love my
Oh
pet
yeah.
rats,
Okay.
so.
Good call. We have
Thank
a
you so
lines
much.
and veils sheet that I usually have open, and I forgot that one. They are not rats.
We
They
also use
are-
script change.
We do.
We also
Script change is very good. They're like shrimps.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
awful.
Fuck
Worse.
shrimps.
No,
So
what are you
much
talking
worse.
about?
Y'all like
Oh, y'all.
mutalisks?
I hate this.
Oh, I love
Yes.
mutalisks.
No. Now Mac is conflicted. It's not a light or a veil, but Mac is conflicted.
Yeah.
Well, because these creatures are like insectoid usually.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they're like
Oh my god.
demon prawns,
Fudge.
fleshy bat
Yes.
wings.
Demon
I found my
prawn.
monstrous playbook.
Uh-huh.
That's
Demon
you're gonna become a
prawn.
demon
Thin
shrimp.
prawn.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
Well, Mac has purpose, so she is going to keep barreling on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds
What I
like
thought.
you're trying to kick some ass to plow
Yeah.
through
I am trying
these
to kick
defenses.
some
What's the harm rating on a demonic fire engine?
Well, doesn't Knack just do it because they're in a car?
Yeah, you do just do it. Actually, there's like sometimes there's
Yeah.
we could say that there's like a move within that, but we're not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just plow through because
Yeah.
you've got the bulldozer and everything. You've got the wrecking ball. Tell us how you smash through these defenses.
Like Mac just barrels on, and then like they smash against the window like bugs, and then Mac like activates the windshield wipers.
Ew.
Like just
Yeah.
straight, simple, succinct. Like it looks like they're too big and they're gonna crash through the window, just like Barry Burns did when she ran over him. But this truck is more substantial and like is a demon fire truck, so it's got like the weight behind it to the glass, and like it just plows right through.
Oh wow.
Right.
Oh.
So it goes crashing through. The bugs splat. A few of them like come after you. They like maybe they veer off, and so they turn around and like start like shrieking and like chasing back after you. But they are clearly related to the same other like creatures from beyond space and time that you've been fighting before.
Yeah.
But you plow through the front of the ice rink.
Yep.
Everyone is able to get out. What you see, Slapshot is there, just like waiting on the ice rink. He has no weapons. He doesn't look happy.
Is he in the goal?
He's in the goal. He's just waiting for you.
Point of order.
He's on
Is there a Zamboni?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Mac needs to drive something.
Of
You
course.
get a plus one to anything while driving.
Why would you not always be in a car?
Max just got a gun on his Zamboni.
Boilers.
This is
Sorry. Oh my god.
That George Jones, I think,
Oh
was
my
a country
god.
musician. It's
That's
like
amazing.
they took away his car keys, so he couldn't go to the liquor store. So he got in his lawnmower and drove 8 miles to get booze.
I mean, that's terrible,
That's our
but also
Mac.
brilliant.
That's our
Big
Mac.
Mac energy.
Yeah.
If you're on that Zamboni, I think Adia jumps onto with the scythe that she swiped.
so sick.
Mac put Flamingo by Caro Bonito on the radio. She paused the demon spawn. You know, that's something that I didn't know that I needed in my life right now.
That's very good.
It's extremely powerful energy. Yeah, so you
The
plow
Anya and
through.
Mac energy on the Zamboni is the exact opposite of Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
It is a polar opposite, both in temperature and mood.
Oh my god.
The mage is floating in midair again, still. And he's just like chanting. He doesn't seem to care that you're here. What do you do? Ben was about to do something.
Yes, I think so. We've crashed into the ice rink. I think I need something unusual or rare, so I would like to roll preparedness to see if I can get myself some ice skates to traverse this incredibly tricky terrain.
Yep.
You've just been carefully buckling them on this whole time and lacing them up.
My god.
Please.
Yes.
I think the shot is like you all run in for the Zamboni, and then it's just like the Ben, like the final shot of him like lacing up the ice skates, maybe grabbing like a hockey stick, and heading out on the ice.
Oh my god. I love this. I think like Ashan's like trying to catch up with everybody, and it's like, I think Ashan goes, all right, so what's the plan? All right, okay. I like look at Varash and I go, I mean, are we on?
Ben turns back.
Uh-huh.
Get the mage.
Okay. And then I put like Varash and Burns, and I go, mage duty.
I give like a salute.
Yeah. Ashan like kind of stiffens up and gives it back.
Yeah.
Aw.
I invented that. I taught Romans that. That was my thing first.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go run off, try to take care of the mage. Who
Yeah.
first?
Torres runs in with Varash and like shoulder checks her, just like yeah, like let me get your attention. Like, let's
Yeah.
go rack up some red cards.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, we're doing that. Racking up cards all day.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
I kind of want to throw a Sean at the mage. Just 'cause throwing people has been working
Oh
out
my
for
God.
Yeah,
me this
it's
far
good.
today.
It's good.
You mean literally?
Yeah, he's up in the
Oh.
sky. I
Oh, he
can't
throws you
fly up
metaphorically.
there.
Amazing.
I thought it was like, let's see what happens. I want to go, Sean. Go take on the maid.
No, I'm definitely like
Picking you up.
like fastball specialing me.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
I've climbed up on the fire truck. I'm like halfway up the little ladder is extended, but it doesn't go far enough because I don't know how it'll look extended all the way up. So I'm just like, hey, Sean, get over here. I'm gonna throw you with that guy.
You're
I
truly
did it
a
earlier with
cartoon.
Barry. It was extremely cool. You should have seen it.
I wonder if Michonne's gonna be like, no.
It's possible.
Brush, roll manipulate.
I was like, a part of me kind of wants Brush to roll manipulate.
I'll roll manipulate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it.
I think like
Does hang on. Does Varash get a plus because it's grandmama?
oh my god.
Well, I can't go above a +3.
Oh god damn. Oh.
Oh, I got a 6 though.
Whoa.
I failed.
Oh no,
Oh,
this
no.
roll.
I love that.
Oh, amazing.
Oh my god.
Of
Another
course, you're the one
hunter.
person I can't
So it's-
persuade.
For another hunter on a miss, it's up to that hunter to decide how badly you offend or annoy them.
Oh.
They mark experience if they decide not to do what you asked.
Oh.
Monsters and minions cannot normally be manipulated.
Look off,
I
grandma.
can say no and get XP. Uh,
XP.
but I kind of want to do the fastball special. What?
Why'd you make it roll?
You can be offended by it
That's what I
and
think.
still do it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what? No, of course not. Are you kidding me? And then I like look at how high up they are, and I look at my little broken sword, and I go, "Ugh," and then like climb up. So you said you've done this before?
Yeah, I've done it one time and it worked perfectly.
Who'd you
Like
do it
all
to?
of my plans.
Oh
Barry
my God.
Burns. He's
Barry's
lighter
a-
than he looks. He's
Barry's an
mostly made of
incorporeal
smoke in there.
sport. He's a smoke man. He's a smoking fireman. How do you know that doesn't work?
Look, I'll grab your arm. I'll do a big swing. I
Oh
throw
my
you
god.
up. You do that fire sword again, and then just like zoop like that, cut him in half. We win.
Okay.
End.
Okay.
End of plan.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He's not even looking.
Just do it. Just do it. Don't even tell me when you're gonna do it. I'm gonna be right here. I'm prepared. I
Don't
swear.
even tell me.
Just...
All right, go.
Go. You
And-
said go.
I think you're unleashing your limits.
Yup. I'm doing this with
Tell me
one arm.
when.
It's an 11.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, it looks sick as hell.
Oh my god. That's incredible.
I love being this character. It's so
Yeet!
I have yoked my descendant.
You have yoked me.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
my
in that
God.
moment, as you like pick Ashan up, we see, like, just like, there's something so similar about the way that your like maybe your facial structure is, like maybe Ashan, like we see Ashan's like dragon form briefly.
Mhm.
It's like the two of you are like ready to throw, like, here's what you could look like. This is what you might have looked like in another
Oh.
life. And then, and as we fly, like, we could swear we see ghostly wings coming out of the back of Ashan.
Oh.
Just like,
Hell yeah.
"Ah!"
Yeah. I think in that
Guys,
moment,
sick.
like, Ashan, like, just, like, accepts it and is like, oh my god, okay, I'm doing this.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna...
Maybe we got like a little bit of a My Hero Academia like all for one
Oh,
power.
yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
bam, as I throw him.
I love it. Oh my god. I'm gonna try and
At this moment, Sean sees the ghost of Powerline flying beside
It's all full circle.
High voltage emoji, dog
I think
emoji.
emoji dog.
It's like Powerline, like
Emoji dog emoji.
Yeah.
in a spectral vision in front of me, turns around and gives me the thumbs up as I fly through. So is he in a barrier of some kind? Is he protected? Is he?
He's just floating,
All right.
channeling energy. He's like become a conduit for something. There's like a column of magical light that's passing through him,
Mhm.
like from the ground up through him and into the sky.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a move for disrupting magic. You should have thrown me.
Oh, whoops.
Dang.
Well, you can. Do you want to stab him?
I guess I will stab him.
That would be kicking ass.
It would be kicking ass. Can
Because he sees you coming and like brings his hands up to defend himself.
Can I light him on fire? I know I've been doing this is the same
Yeah.
thing,
Fire.
but I
Always
feel
the fire.
like oh,
You
well,
gotta
why
Always
not?
with the fire.
I got a motif, I guess. I'm gonna use a move that I swapped out for.
It's Powerline, not Goofy. He's suave.
Yeah, Powerline is suave.
If it was Goofy, yeah, oh, absolutely.
Weird.
That would be ridiculous, though.
Oh my god.
Do you think Gorsh makes mistakes? Yup.
Oh, cool.
Yo!
I set him this shit on fire.
Did you take advanced kick some ass?
No. I did it? No. I don't know why it says that.
Or advanced use
you
magic?
Used, use magic.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
don't have advanced use magic.
Okay. So it just reminds you when you get a 12 plus.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So the sheet
I
works.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're using the new Monster of the Week character sheets on Roll20. It's pretty sweet. They're from Evil Hat Official. And they have all these cooler art assets. Go check them out. So you get one extra effect.
I get one extra effect?
Yes, you're going to inflict harm on each other, and you can choose to gain the advantage, inflict terrible harm, suffer less harm, or force them where you want them.
Okay. Oh wait, no. This is
You
use
were
magic
using
to
your,
inflict.
your
Yeah.
you were using your burn everything move, right? Your new one?
Yes. Sorry, I'm using burn everything, so that counts as a use magic.
Oh, it counts as use magic.
Yeah.
In
So
which
when you
case,
use
the
magic
magic
to
works
inflict-
without issues. Choose your effect, right?
Okay, cool. I was like, ooh, wait, is this something new? Because I'm just gonna burn the shit out of it. It does 3 harm, ignore armor. So I can choose either area magic, area, comma magic, comma obvious, or ignore armor.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just concentrate it. Ignore armor. Because who knows what's up his sleeves. Yeah. And I guess that's it, right? And I don't get a glitch.
Right. So you blast him with that flame.
Mm-hmm.
I think in response, he grabs like you in midair,
Oh my god.
and the two of you like fall out of the air. So you're like, you collide, and so as you're falling, he doesn't have the knife anymore, so we can't use that. But he drains.
Ooh.
You feel like him sapping your life force away. So you lose 2 harm.
Okay.
That's gonna ignore your armor, and
Yeah.
he seems to be like invigorated by it.
Ooh.
It's like,
Okay.
"Ah!"
I'm like, yeah. I guess as we're falling down, I'm just gonna yell out, "It's your turn!" Like as I'm like trying to kind of hold on for everything.
Yeah. What is everyone else doing?
Zamboni.
Get on that Zamboni. All right. So you get up and you hotwire it.
Zamboni.
Yep.
I was like,
What do you do with
You're
it?
just
Fucking
joyriding.
Slowly driving it closer.
It's
Start
fucking.
unloading the fucking shoddy.
Wait, you say that the slap shot is in the goal, right?
Yeah.
So I think Ben wants to try and keep him there. So he kind of like with the hockey stick he
Ooh.
picked up as he glides gracefully out onto the ice, looks over at Adya, also on the slowly advancing Zamboni.
With her scythe. Just
Just sitting like,
says,
waiting, like
I'm ready.
I'll hold him off until you can get close, but can you toss me a couple of pucks? And I would like to assist Adya with a kick some ass roll.
Ooh.
Nice.
yeah.
Do some inadvertent references to another Disney movie and maybe Knuckle Puck. maybe
Sorry, what'd you say?
do the Knuckle Puck or a one man
What?
flying V. Have you not seen
Quack, quack,
Disney's
quack,
The
quack,
Mighty's
quack.
Ducks?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
I do not recall knuckle pucking.
That's one of the special
don't know about
moves
knuckle
that they
pucking?
know, and they know it because they play street hockey, not ice hockey. And that's why the youths that are from
The youths?
yeah, the youths that are from the
One of the
wrong side
playbooks,
of
and
the
this is a game
tracks.
about fishing.
yeah. Yeah, Ben hasn't seen it, so you know.
Duck emoji. Duck emoji. Duck emoji.
The emoji.
But yeah, I figure I could either help Adya kick some ass or something while we wait on the Zamboni. Keep him catching some explosive pucks by the goal.
Yeah. Bam! And they go flying. What's your cool roll?
Let's find out. I am not the best at this, so we'll see. Oh, okay, I'm okay. I'm alright.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
So they're wrestling, like,
Ooh.
getting closer and closer. Oy!
Nope.
Well,
I
take
don't
the
help.
experience. You do not help.
Adia's like,
Only I had seen the Mighty Ducks.
only Adia had seen it too.
Yeah. I think it's we're not gonna see Pencil Neck again. I'm just telling you now. He only kills in like elaborate, like tight boxes, and you've managed to avoid most of those. He's just like not a threat.
He's
We-
coming back
we
in
smushed
the next
him.
season movie
We
episode.
Yeah, you did smush him.
We
Yeah,
smushed
let's
him.
we can retcon that we smushed it.
Yeah, you did smush him. So you blast the pucks. I think he's able to like weather the shocks as like his jersey gets shredded even more and more, and he's like throwing his hands up. That's not the problem. The problem is the mage flips Ashan onto the ground
Ooh.
and goes, "I'm nothing without power. I finally got that back. I'm giving myself to the cause." You know what they make us do? We carry one of them inside of us.
Oh no.
It sees.
Gross.
It lets us use magic. It lets us have a shard of their power. Let me show you my friend I've been carrying this whole time.
Oh,
And he
no.
like it starts like growing
Ah.
Oh.
into like a four-armed gorilla lobster.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay.
So like
Yeah, that's
gorilla
distressingly
physique,
specific.
Yeah.
All right.
right? Like big muscular all upper
Uh-huh.
half, forearms,
All right.
like, and then carapace, just like chunks
Oh,
coming off
God.
of it,
Yes.
and like a long like thrashy tail.
Uh-huh.
And then a pair of like lower arms underneath the four like
Uh-huh.
handed
lower.
arms, little
Yeah.
ones that have claws on them.
Uh-huh.
And this thing is like pinning Ashan down, and it just like gets up in your face.
Ah.
The Zamboni is closing in.
When
Oh my
one of
God.
Mac's slugs like hits him in the side and like futilely against the carapace.
Yeah, the shotgun blasts are like blam, blam, plink, plink, and it like looks up and goes, "Rah," and it starts lumbering towards the Zamboni.
Can Adia try to like I don't know, decapitate it with the scythe or something.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Magic science.
She's
Yeah,
just gonna
wanna-
try to she's gonna put it back like as far as she can go and just put all of her weight into swiping whatever part seems the weakest.
Kick that ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do I roll for
This is
that?
a desperate roll with great effect.
I don't know what
That's
that
a good-
means.
It's a good example of a desperate great effect. What do you know?
Alright. Oh, roll plus tough. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you like some help?
I'll take some help if someone wants to give help.
You also have luck.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, oh
Never
yeah.
mind, yeah, you
Okay,
got it.
actually, yeah. I'll probably use that if it goes badly. Oh, it went badly. Yeah, I'm using that luck.
All right, it's a 10. Which of the options would you like to take? You gain the advantage, you inflict terrible harm, you suffer less
Ooh.
harm, or you force them where you want them.
Oh no, it's a 12. Luck makes it a 12, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless you have advanced kick some ass.
I do not, unfortunately. Yeah, I inflict terrible harm.
Yeah. So what does it look like as you just sever this thing's head?
I think so. I think she tells Mac to just go whatever full speed this Zamboni can go. It's a movie, so it goes way faster than a Zamboni.
Oh yeah.
You just turn the nitro on.
It's got blasters behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mac realizes you've had the handbrake on the whole time. Oh shit. Chunk.
Just rocket thrusters just go off in the back of the Zamboni.
It was a pencil neck trap, but
That's
we got to
exactly
it
what-
first.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's what it is.
And I'm trying to think what angle is the best. I think it's that we're going perpendicular to it, so that she just slices its head off as we ride right past it.
Very Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, she just actually she has it dragging behind her, so that as they go past,
classic.
it
Fuck yeah.
just cuts it clean through, or not clean through. She doesn't care.
It does go clean through.
Oh.
That's what this thing does, and it's movie
Oh, that's
blood. So
right.
the bucket of black blood goes
Ugh.
flying everywhere.
Beautiful.
Very, very Evil Dead. This thing
Oh.
keeps running because it doesn't realize it doesn't have a head anymore, and it just smashes against the far wall.
Oh.
The energy column that this mage had been tapping into is twisting as energy crackles inside of it. The walls of the rink start falling apart, and you can see where there was Ash Heights above you, buildings are slowly falling towards you, like the moon in Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
There are holes in reality where there's static, there's holes that are those burned ones in the twisting void around you. Occasionally you see one of those giant tentacles from Varash's flashback slowly eking in. What do you do?
I have a little bit of an idea. This might
Please.
be a good time for that new move of mine. So I am gonna bust out some force of will, which let me do. There we go. When you apply your will to dispelling a magical effect, blocking a spell, or suspending a phenomenon, roll plus weird. On a hit, momentary magics are cancelled completely, and long-lasting spells and effects are suspended temporarily. So let's see how that goes. So I think what that looks like is I'm running up to the rift in reality and just
Mhm.
grabbing the edges of it with my claws and pulling
Oh,
it back together
shit.
as hard as I can.
Damn!
And I have even cooler ideas depending on if this works. What do we got? We got a 10!
It did.
baby!
Yeah.
Alright, So I think, yeah, I can also spend luck to, on a 10 plus, instantly snuff out a powerful spell or strange effect. That
What?
seems,
What?
yeah.
What?
Oh, that's really
Only
good.
if you roll a 10 plus, you get to spend luck to do that. So I'm gonna do that because it seems extremely cool. So what this looks like is, as I'm holding onto this reality rift, like it's not enough, right? It's still like melting through my hands and like warping around it. So what I do is like my wings flare out, and we can see the black magic binding chains tattooed on my wings, right? And I'm like, no, hold, hold, and then the chains like come off of my wings and start attaching to various points in reality and
Ooh.
like pulling everything closer together and just
Hell
like
yeah.
holding it. Yeah, so that's what I do.
That's
Oh,
fucking hot.
Damn.
That's
Oh,
really
God.
good.
That's hot.
That's really, that's incredibly good.
all right.
Holy shit.
As you're pulling things together, the world continues to collapse and get wilder and wilder. The rift seems to stabilize. The magic of the cinema world begins to like reverse. So things start like pulling backwards. The buildings go back up, but they go too far up. They go like past the city and start colliding into the ground that is in sky, leaving holes behind them. Like things are pulling. You've got this little pocket of reality around you all that's like, this is holding. This part is holding.
Yeah.
Slapshot like grabs around and like finally like zips out through a hole, like so much xenomorph in an airlock.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe like goes to grab Adia on the way out. It's like
No.
like starts wrestling with you.
Uh-huh.
Snow Problem is like cowering in a corner, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I forgot about snow.
Oh my god, motherfucking snow is here!
Oh my
Burn-
god, snow!
The creatures from outside have come in and they're like flitting around. So Barry Burns is like, and smashing through them before one of them like
Nice.
smacks into him and another one smacks into him and they
No,
start like
Barry.
swarming him
No!
and they like
Barry,
pick him
no!
up and start dragging him into the void. He's like, "Ah!" And he starts like immolating into like just a giant burning silhouette. Torres is like smashing these bugs with her hammer, like looks around, like looks at Varash and like runs over and like tries to help Varash close things, but she can't. She's like, I have no idea. Throws the sledgehammer
A
down.
regular human.
Come on, we. What do we do? The world just like gets louder and louder and louder. I think like maybe at the last moment, like Adia still has the scythe, like
Yes.
maybe pops his head off, Slapshot's head off. It's just
Hell
like,
yeah.
and then just drifts like in space in no
Ooh.
zero gravity as he like drifts up. Everything gets brighter and like the static closes in around you, and as you see the reality fall apart and come together, you start to see reflections of the world around you, like the real world. Like you see the movie theater
Whoa.
again, you see the PCRI office, you see the mine that a lot of this mystery started from. You see the diners that you've been in, just like vroom, 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 all coming back
diners.
together. Somewhere in there is a giant vision of Agent Stone going, "Agents, we need you," and then nothing.
Ooh.
Complete and utter blackness.
Huh.
Light reemerges briefly in a little circle. You are floating in nothing. The team, including Snow Problem and Agent Torres, are just floating in a void. And as you look around you, the world reappears. You're in smoking ruins of the movie theater. The sky has turned a deep crimson. Heavy clouds have descended. Thunder rolls. The cars have been upturned, burned out, maybe for weeks. Skeletons on the ground. Those jutting, teeth-like structures coming out of the ground. Spires in the distance. There is no one here. And somewhere, out of the corner of your eye, you see a large tentacle descend from the sky. And that is where we're going to conclude this episode. Thank you all so much for joining us. This is the end of this story, but it is not the end of this tale. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, but while this is labeled the finale, I am pleased to tell you that the story will be continuing a little bit longer. Please monitor my socials for more information about that. If you go on Twitter @LuchaLibres, before we get to anywhere else, we'll go through all the other attributions. If you go on my Twitter, very soon we will be announcing the future of the show, because we're not done with it yet. We're at the mid-season break. We'll be back with more excellent monster hunting action. So, with that being said, let's go around and say who we've been, and if you have anything coming up that you'd like to shout out, starting with Rue.
Hello, everyone. I am Rue. I played Adya. You can find me at Cherry Drop, wherever it is. And tomorrow can find me on a channel that is just starting up called Utopia. Today they had their premiere episodes. I would go back and check out those VODs. And tomorrow we've got a one-shot, which I will be doing with Simon. Wait, the other way.
Yeah.
We'll be playing For the Honor with other really awesome, amazing players. It will be very exciting. So check me out there. I believe it is 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll drop the link in chat.
Perfect. Alex.
Hey there. I am on Twitter @FractureDragon. You can reach me there. And also tomorrow, I am also going to be on a Utopia show. I think it's there's like 4 of us on this thing, man.
Yes.
There's so many, at least 3.
It's star-studded.
Put the link in the chat, and we are going to be doing an Everything is a Remix panel on creating your own original TTRPG systems with me and Aditya and Simon and a couple of other amazing indie devs sharing
heck yeah.
what we call wisdom on making games and doing stuff, and it's going to be an absolute blast. So please enjoy that. That is tomorrow at a time that I just had in front of me before I minimized it. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific.
Excellent. Viditya.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Viditya. You can find me on Twitter @VidityaValetti, where I drop hot gaming takes. And you can find my games at vidityavaletti.itch.io. You can catch me tomorrow. So normally I stream. You can also find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/VidityaValetti. I'm branded. And normally I would be doing like a fun charity stream or just some kind of stream on Thursdays is just how I schedule it. But I will be on the panel with Alex and Simon at 7 p.m. Eastern or 7:30, 4:30, whatever. Yeah. Uh, so make sure to catch that because it sounds like it's gonna be a great time.
Hell yeah. We got JR.
Yo, I'm JR. I've also been Ben. You can find me on Twitter, either linked below or over there in the chat. I am a writer. I write RPG news for the Bell of Lost Souls. You can check out my articles there. You can also find some of my cool, fun, adventurous stuff in the Role Player's Guide to Heists, which is up for pre-order right now. You can go to check out four or three sample heists and some essays and get a cool look at what that book is going to be and also pre-order your PDF copy, or if you want to put it on demand, this is a great time to get an at-cost coupon for a printed up book. You can also find me writing for the upcoming and ongoing Kickstarter, the Monster Care Squad, or just Monster Care Squad, Legends of Ald Amura. This is a game that has is basically like a Monster Hunter World or Shadow of the Colossus. What if instead of hunting monsters and fighting them, you made them feel better and help them? You kind of go craft cures, diagnose what's wrong with them, and you engage in adventure and have all the thrilling heroics you'd expect as you try and kind of take care of the magical wounds that have been driving these monsters to destruction. It's very Studio Ghibli inspired, kind of like the gods in Princess Mononoke. That's the general vibe, So that's going on right now. Check that out. I'll link it right there.
Perfect. Last but certainly not least, we got Kevin.
Hey, I am Kevin Middle Finger Emoji Win. You can unfollow me at knit_knack on Twitter and Instagram so that you can't see all the retweets I make and all the minis I paint and stuff like that in the food. And I make games. I recently made a couple games based on a thinly veiled metaphor about surviving in the Vietnam War as a Vietnamese person, not as an American. And I also made an adventure in Unbreakable Volume One, which is a 5e adventure book, but what my adventure was developed based on the SRD and the basic rules. You do not need to pay WotC anything to run this book. It is available on DriveThruRPG, so they get nothing.
You should go play it. Fucking cool.
Yeah.
Um, and I am Simon. I have been your keeper for this series. You can find me on Twitter at Lucha Libris. You can check out my game designs at colorspraygames.itch.io, including a recently released game for the Wretched and Alone jam based on Five Nights at Freddy's and Silent Hill, where the real monster is capitalism. If you are interested in playing some games with me, you can do that because I'm a professional GM for the Magpie Games Curated Play program. You can go to magpiegames.com/curated-play, find out how you can pay a few bucks to play games like Cartel, Bluebeard's Bride, Masks, or even the upcoming Root role-playing game with me or several other fantastic GMs that you can find on the internet. I am also a voice actor for the Penumbra podcast, which is a queer sci-fi and fantasy audio drama. If you're looking for more, if you're looking to see yourself in stories, that's what the podcast does. Whether that is swashbuckling adventure or neo noir on Mars, you get to choose. In addition to that, I of course will be on the game design panel tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, on Hutopia, twitch.tv/Hutopia, HUETOPIA, at 7:30 once again Eastern, and then right after that I'll be doing double duty playing For the Honor at 9 p.m. Eastern. So please come check us out. It's going to be an all BIMPOC channel. It's going to be amazing. I also am a player on All Nerds Here, twitch.tv/All Nerds Here, on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, where we play the Worldwide Wrestling RPG, which is a fantastic game about drama and politics and punching people. So if you like the kind of same energy that we bring here on Unnatural Disasters, you're going to find more of that in spades and with more spandex at 3 p.m. on Sundays. So definitely go check that out. With all of that being said, thank you so much to everybody who has been in chat, who has either just been lurking, who has dropped us some love, who has thrown down some bits. Just having you, this community here has been fantastic. And although this is the finale of our time on this channel, we certainly would not have had the level of engagement, I think, between all of us, and the level of enjoyment without your contributions, without your jokes in chat, even if we don't always get the chance to respond to them, without your commentary, ghosts of Powerline aside. It's been fantastic to have you along with the ride, and honestly, I couldn't imagine doing it all without you. I mean, this is you. People like you are the reason why we tell stories, right? So thanks for sticking it out. Big kudos.
Yeah.
Manapod Studios, hello. We're literally about to go off the air, but please go back and watch the VOD. This show ripped. It was
Yes.
amazing.
Wild.
It
Oh
was
my
it's
God.
one of the best finales that to a session that I have run in my
High
personal
voltage
opinion.
emoji, dog emoji.
High voltage
emoji,
emoji, dog
Dog
emoji.
emoji. High voltage emoji, dog emoji. High voltage emoji, dog
Emoji,
emoji.
dog emoji.
High
Dog
voltage
emoji,
emoji,
dog
dog
emoji,
emoji.
dog emoji.
A dog emoji. My web captioner can't even keep up with this at this point.
No,
It's
right?
just like, what is it
Emoji,
doing? What do I
emoji,
do?
emoji,
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 emoji.
Emoji. Yes, but thank you all so much for being with us on this journey. It's been a pleasure, and it's been and honestly, having a all BIMPOC cast every single week out here in a time where that is not something that you see, when diversity is considered to be something that is an afterthought, when people are brought onto shows for tokenism, to show how politically savvy people are, rather than bringing people on because they are fantastic role players and also happen to be brown. I think it's really important that we see more people like us who play games just like white people do, who tell stories, who have passions and incredible skills and talents, that are frequently underserved and underrepresented, because of the way that privilege works and systemic racism works in this country. In case you forgot, we're still in the middle of a series of riots and protests. These are not riots, these are people demanding rights for um, the ability to walk outside your front door and not get shot by the police or by a civilian, by your neighbor, for the crime of existing and the crime of being born with melanin in your skin. So as we leave you, please remember Black Lives Matter. This is the time for you to go out and get educated, to do something. You don't have to go to a protest. You don't have to do anything that you're not like comfortable putting like your physical safety at, but you can educate yourself, you can educate others, you can give money, you can write to your congress people, you can make phone calls. All of this you can do from inside. If you don't want to go out for social distancing, this is the time. We need you on the front lines, in some way, right? This is a multi-lane highway. We need you occupying any of those lanes. By the same token, we just wrapped up Pride Month. People are queer all year round. Please support not only queer causes, but trans people who are currently and consistently have been attacked and let down by creators who seem to have certain beliefs that trans people are not real, that they are faking it, that they are doing it for attention, which is patently false. Please go out and get yourself educated on that. Give what you can to groups like the Trevor Project, to all the people that have been outed as abusers in the games industry, recently and in months before and in years before. It's far beyond time that we eradicate this heinous and abhorrent action. Donate what you can to RAIN. Go out and give support to people that you know that have experienced this. Do what you can to use your privilege, your power, your resources to uplift those who do not have the ability to do so themselves. We are all in this together. None of us are free until all of us are free. So as we sign off for the last time, but not really the last time, just remember, you're doing the right thing as long as you are going out and demanding people be treated with respect for existing, right? Respect existence or expect resistance. So, thank you for joining us. The real monster was capitalism all along.
Always.
Peace
High
out.
voltage emoji, dog emoji.
High voltage emoji.
High voltage emoji. Dog
High
emoji.
voltage emoji,
High
dog
voltage
emoji.
Emoji.
Dog emoji.
Dog emoji.
And also with you.
Eye to eye.
Eye to eye.
Eye to eye.
Oh my god.
We're gonna be rating Kupo Night. Stick around for
Yes.
more spicy takes and video games. Y'all should stick around because Kupo is fantastic.
Koopa's wonderful.
They are
We
amazing.
think you're gonna like what you're gonna see.
Damn Kupo with high voltage emojis and dog emojis.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Uh,
and
very
don't
bring-
say why.
Bring the high voltage and dogs to Kupo.
Was Koopa around when we summoned Powerline?
Who knows?
Oh.
I don't know. I
Don't
hope so.
It's a
remember.
blur
I don't think
now.
so. They
I
were.
don't know.
They went live a little after, so maybe not.
Yeah.
It's even better.
my
even
God.
better.
Explain it. Explain the plot.
Give,
Yeah, go tell them
Bring
what
forth
they
the
missed.
give
word
the
of power line
whole.
unto
Give
the
the
people.
I'm gonna
whole
go-
plot.
We're gonna crash in. We're gonna raid. We're gonna be like, okay, Koopa, we're here to talk to you about Powerline. Also, how we brought Mac back with the power of friendship and Pokemon tears, and it's gonna be great.
Just pause your game for just a moment
Just a moment.
as we
you gotta
talk
hear
to
about
You're
you.
gonna need to sit down. You sitting down?
that. You sitting down?
We'd
Greetings,
like
Kupo, eye to eye.
we like to bring the good word of Powerline to you. Do you have a moment?
Oh my- do you have a moment?
For the first time.